All right, this is your mobility for butterfly. I'm gonna have you start on the wall. I want you to take your hands to the wall. I'm gonna use this ledge. Walk your feet back until you can drop your head below your arms. So if you need to, walk your hands higher. I'm gonna stay here because I just have a ledge. And let your head, and especially your ears, come below your elbows. So I'm just gonna have you hold here. Your knees can be bent or your legs can be a little more straight. You can get a little bonus hamstring release, but try to bring your head lower than your arms. Hold, we're gonna take another like 3 big deep breaths. If you can, maybe scoot the arms just a little bit closer together. Might deepen the stretch a little bit. Another breath here. And then come all the way back up to standing. And we're gonna start with some butterfly good mornings. So feet shoulder distance. We're gonna hinge our hips back, reach the arms up, and then pull the arms in through center. So send your hips back, and it's the same idea. Try to keep your ears in front of your elbows. So ears under the elbows or in front of the elbows. We're gonna do about 4 more. This is your butterfly good morning. Let's get 2 more. Nice, and then we're gonna do a butterfly squat. So as you come down into your squat position, reach the arms past the ears, or the arms behind the ears if you can, and then come all the way up. So reach, sink the hips back. So it's a little bit like doing a streamline or an overhead squat, trying to keep the arms really wide and far behind the ears. Let's get 2 more. Let's get 1 more. And that's your butterfly squat. Good job. So we're going to do an alternating hip hurdle. So take your right leg. It's just like an open and close the gate. We're going to go up and out, up and out. So tap over the standing leg, tap over the standing leg. Now can you take your knee higher? Take your knee as wide and high as you can. So we don't want to keep these small, right? We don't want here. We want the leg to go wide up and over, like you're stepping over a small dog or a big dog. Let's do about 4 more. Here's 4. This is your alternating hip hurdle. Last one. Good. Okay, so we're going to come into a child's pose, clock stretch. So start with your right hand, straight up to 12 o'clock. Sit back. Stay for a breath. Lift up. We'll take the right hand out to 2 o'clock. Sit back. Stay for a breath. Lift up. We're going to come right out to 3 o'clock. Sit back. Take a breath. And then lastly, come back to 4 or 5 o'clock. Come back. Just take a breath. All right, come on up. We'll go left side. Left arm up to 12. Big breath. Out to 10, so we'll go to about 10 o'clock. And then out to 9, so directly to the side. And then finally down to 7 or 8, just reaching back. Take a breath here. All right, then we're gonna lift up. We're gonna do some dive bombers. So the first few that we do, we're gonna do on our knees. So I want you to scoop your chest down toward the ground. So your chest comes between your thumbs, all the way up to a back bend, and then your chest goes all the way back to the floor, push back to child's pose. So we're gonna do 3 coming back to child's pose, and then we're gonna change and go into downward facing dog. So let's do 1 more here. Slide your chest, lift up, get the back bend, and then press back to child's pose. And then this time, when we come in and up, let's go ahead and lift onto the feet, and then our dive bomber will take us all the way back to child's pose. So slide the chest down toward the ground into up dog, and then try to get low as you press back to down dog. Let's do about 3 more. Big back bend here, press back. Last 2, slide the chest low, snake the body forward, and then press back. 1 to go, slide in, get that big back bend, and then ease back into downward facing dog. Okay, now we've got a few charger planks. So your charger, feet are a little bit wider than your hips. You're gonna bend your knees, sit your butt low, and then come forward to plank. Drop down and back, come forward to plank. Drop, press. Can you keep your abdominals tight? We're gonna do 4 more. Drop down, butt to heels, come forward, chest over thumbs. Maybe the chest can come even over the fingertips. 2 more, 1 more, and that's your charger plank. So come down on your belly. We're gonna get alternating scorpions, arms out in a T. Try to keep your chest on the ground, shoulders close to the ground. Alternate kicking, 1 leg over, and then the other leg over. So if your chest lifts up a little bit, your rib cage lifts up a little bit, your shoulder lifts up a little bit, it's all right. Just try to get as deep rotation as you can. Let's get 4 more. Last 2. And last 1. Whew. All right. So we're gonna get some prone glute work. So slide your hands under your forehead, put your forehead on the ground, bring your legs close together, and push the tops of your feet to the floor. And we're gonna imagine the inner thighs are glued together. And all I want you to do here is lift your feet off the ground, squeeze your glutes, tap back down. Lift, squeeze your glutes, tap back down. We're gonna do 10 total. So here's 3. Try not to bend your knees too much. If you get a little bend in the knees, it's okay. We're just getting some glute activation here. Got 4 or 5 to go because I lost count. Let's get 1 more. Big squeeze as you lift. Keep the feet close together and then come down. Nice. Okay, so last exercise here. We're gonna come to a side plank and get a side plank crunch. So remember that bottom knee can be down or the bottom leg can be up. We're gonna bring the top elbow toward the top knee and then release. Let's do 10 on each side. Try to keep your hips high. Last 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. All right. Other side, side plank crunch. Set up your side plank, lift your hips up. Always okay to put that bottom knee down. 1, we're going to 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. All right, that's it. Good job.